Hi friends, welcome again to Yoga with Sarah Trapani. I'm Sarah and I'm so grateful to you for practicing with me. Thank you so much for joining me and being a part of these classes. So we're practicing core focus flow today, general level flow with some focus on strengthening the whole core. See you on the mat. So let's start this core focused practice on your back. Find yourself on the back with feet on the ground, hip width distance apart. And take a moment to arrive in your practice. Let your shoulders relax. Let your palms face up alongside your body. Relax your jaw. Relax the center of your throat. Take a body scan and check in with how you feel today. What are you bringing onto the mat energetically, physically? So we arrive in the seat of the open observer, inviting compassion for wherever you're at in your body today, and always trusting you can back off if you need to at any point. Take your hands, rest the warmth of your palms right on your belly, and tune into that rising and falling of the belly as you breathe. And as we tune into that breathing through the lower belly, we're going to start to take a subtle awakening flow for your core, for your pelvic floor. And the core is not just the abdominals, it's all of the muscles around this whole midsection, and also the inner thigh psoas contributes to the strength of your core. So we're focusing on the inhale, dragging the tailbone away from the back of the head so there's more of a lower back curve. And when you exhale, pressing through the feet and scooping the tailbone towards your belly button so that the lower back flattens. And then on the inhale, drag the tailbone away, feel the belly expand. And on the exhale, root through the feet, scoop the tail, belly to spine. And you may even engage your glutes a little bit and lift slightly through that motion. Then on the inhale, drag the tail away, feel the back of the head pull like a little light traction. And then exhale, press. This time, go ahead and lift the hips and pelvis. Release the arms alongside your body, palms facing up. Press the feet away as you breathe the chest toward the chin. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, start to melt down upper back, middle back, lower back resting, and the lower back rests naturally. Let's take the arms overhead and lightly grab either elbow. Use your core strength to draw your knees in toward your body and then extend your feet up toward the sky. And then cross the left ankle on top. The toes are going to floint. So flointing is that the feet are pointed, but the toes are flexed so that your feet are like a Barbie doll's foot in the shoe. Let your arms be heavy, and then let the legs start to draw away from the body and bend your knees. And you may be able to bring those flointed feet down toward the ground. And there's a little lower back curve, but we're trying to mitigate that by really drawing the lower belly in, and then extend the legs up and lift the tail, and use your core strength to lift your lower back off the ground. And then bend. Good. Slowly touching. And then inhale, lift up, and then exhale, release down. And then inhale, lift up, press your heels toward the ceiling, and exhale, release down. And inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. So really getting nice and warm through that lower core. Try to relax the shoulders as you flow through this. Feel the arm bones plugging in, and try to keep that Barbie doll foot, that flointing. Good. So we're really waking up, generating some heat in that lower belly. And we're going to switch, cross the other ankle on top, and keep going. Really try to use that core energy when you come up. Good. Keep flowing through that. Keep relaxing your arm bones, and you should start to feel some burning and some warmth in that lower belly. And your pace is up to you. It could be a little quicker, or you could go a little slower. We're going to continue to work for 3, 2, and 1. Cross the other ankle on top. Cross the other hand on top of the opposite elbow. And then lift your lower belly and start to open the heels to a V. And when you exhale, squeeze in, cross that right leg on top, creating an X. And then inhale, open the legs apart, spread your toes, and then exhale, cross the other. So we're getting deep into that lower belly, particularly also this connection from the inner thigh psoas right into your lower back and into your deep core. So keep flowing through that a couple times, each opposite thigh coming on top. And we're flointing again the feet. Couple more. Keep flattening your lower back into the ground as much as it feels available. Good. And one more. And hold and interlace the hands back behind your head. Lift your elbows, scoop your elbows up, uncross and flex your feet. And try to lift your elbows toward your outer feet, even though they're very far away. So we're drawing those lower ribs in, right toward the belly button. Then let the head go back. Open your elbows, let the head rest in the interlace of your hands, and press your right leg out straight, draw your left knee in. Press your left leg slowly out straight, draw your right knee in. Continue to flow through this, breathing smoothly through the nose, and we're waking up deep in that lower core and strengthening these little intricate muscles also around the hip socket. Keep the nose in alignment with the belly button. Good. Continue to move through this until we really are feeling quite a bit of warmth and fatigue. And that's where we build up the strength and the resilience. Good. We're going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left knee in. Bring your elbows toward the outer knees. Zip your feet together. Exhale. Let your head fall back. Bring your arms alongside the body. Bring your feet onto the earth. Press through the feet. Lift the hips and pelvis. Hug your knees in a little bit, as if there's an imaginary block in between the knees, or even if you had a yoga block handy, you could slip it in between the knees. Or you could just visualize something there so you're squeezing a little bit in. And inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down, upper back. Draping the middle back and the lower back. And release down and cross either ankle on top. Slip your hands underneath where your hamstrings connect to your knees. And rock and roll right up to sit. Come on up. So we're finding our way up into a neutral tabletop position. Make your way onto all fours. Take the tops of feet flat. Spread your fingers really wide and extend your right leg out straight. Tuck your right toes. The top of that left foot is flat. Now we have a nice long line from crown to tail. Lift your left knee. Let it come down. Then lift your right heel and the right toes come down. Pressing through the palms, lift that left knee just a little bit. Lower it down. Lift the right heel and lower it down. Lift that left knee and try to get a little bit of momentum going here. We can make it a little bit thoughtful. You don't have to force. Just flow through that a few more times. Staying connected to the breath. That's what makes these flowing movements yogic, is that connection. Being aware of the breath. And one more. And release. Now bring that right knee in toward your nose, round, extend out, flex. Right hand on the ground. Extend your left fingertips forward, thumb up. Look forward on the inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release. Walk your knees back, tuck your toes, send your hips toward the heels, then lift your knees and come on up into a downward dog. Pedal out your feet. Good. Pedal out those feet. Find the lift and length of your two sitting bones up. And then lift the heels, wave forward into plank position. Touch your knees down. And then we're going to take the other exercise that we did on the other side. So top of the right foot flat. Extend your left toes back. Those left toes are tucked. Hover the right knee and lower it down. Lift your left heel and lower. And lift that right knee and lower. And left heel and lower. And lift. Good. And lower. Find this movement, and let's try to not do a super fast pace. It's real thoughtful. Elbows soft. Fingers fanned wide. Trying to maintain a line from back of head to tail and a connection to your breath. Good. Keep moving. Couple more. Doing good. Nice. Good. One more. And then bring that left knee in toward your nose, round. Exhale out. Extend that left heel straight back. Hover your right hand or extend your right fingertips forward, thumb up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take your feet flat. Come on into a child's pose, knees a little bit wide. Turn your palms up for me and wring out your hands. We did a lot of weight bearing on the hands. So we're going to wring out, open and close your wrists. Let your forehead rest for a second. Take a big inhale to puff out your belly toward your thighs. And then exhale, let it out. Nice. Now take your palms onto the ground. Go ahead and look between your thumbs. Snake your body forward. Come all the way down onto the belly. Now let's reach the arms around, root through the pelvis, and inhale up into locust pose. Strong back body. Good. And then start to gently paddle your feet as if your feet had those long flippers on them. You can floint the feet again, those Barbie doll feet. Little lift of the chest. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Release, palms under elbows, tuck the toes. Come on up into downward dog. Now from downward dog, lift the heels high, come up to tiptoes. Start to tiptoe forward right between the thumbs. Pick up your belly, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let your head go. Uttanasana, wrap your hands behind your calves, let your head go. Then start to draw your lower belly in, drop the tail. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands down right through the central channel. Let's take our hands to our hips. Shift into your right foot, pressing through your right foot. Start to peel your left foot off the ground and find a drishti, a focal point where you can keep your gaze fixed. Higher up is more challenge, lower down a little more accessible. Start to peel your left foot off the ground and really draw your lower belly in when you take that action. The right knee is a little soft. And then we're going to step that left foot back just really short. So it's like a super short warrior one, and then lift that left knee up. And then super short. If you're feeling really energetic, you could step to a longer warrior stance, but we're just going to do this little micro lift and lower. So we're really accessing that connection of the psoas to your lower belly. Really effective at targeting this kind of lower belly pooch area, especially if you've had 4 babies like me. Want to keep that pelvic floor and that lower belly really tone. So we're going to move in and out of that a few times. It's really at your own pace. And that right hip has to join in also to strengthen and stabilize you. So a lot of benefits from that simple movement. One more. Good. Then shift back into that left foot. Step the left foot back a little more and start to bend that right knee. So it's like a warrior one position. It is a warrior one position with the legs. And then start to lean forward. We're going to take a forward fold, hands on the ground or 2 yoga blocks. Start to drag your right sitting bone straight back and let your head go. Breathing there. Just taking a moment to soften that left hip down. Stretch out that right hamstring. Inhale. Go ahead and exhale, let it out. Drag that right sitting bone back. And then bend your right knee, press through the right foot, step forward, right between the hands. Drop your knees, gather the belly, slowly come on up. Take your hands to the hips. So we're going to do that same thing with the other side. So we're going to start to shift into your left foot and lift your right foot off the ground. Any amount. Soft left knee, hips are square, nice and tall through the spine. We inhale to lift, we exhale, step back, little short warrior. And inhale, and exhale. And inhale, belly in, exhale. Sometimes I touch my belly when I do it, particularly on this right side when you're lifting up. You can take your hand, your left hand, just touch and bring awareness, like tell that lower core muscle to engage. And lift. Good. Flow through it. A little wobbling is fine. So also, if you move in and out like this, kind of healthy, get your blood flow up a little bit without being too vigorous. Get your heartbeat up a little slightly. Breathing through the nose. A few more until basically you just start to fatigue and feel a little bit shaky, and that's when you know it's time to kind of ease out. I like to do this every day. Next time you step back, take a big step back, find those warrior one legs again, drop the tail, draw your belly in, and then start to fold, wrapping that left hip back. Take your hands to frame that front foot, stretching that left sits bone back, press through the ball of your left foot, let your right hip point roll down. Soft head, soft neck. You can inhale, exhale, let it out. Nice. Very good. And then bend through that left knee, press, step forward, big step forward. Between the hands, feet are hip width. We're going to drop the tail, lift the belly. Come on up into Utkatasana, fierce pose. Wrap your ribs in. Good. And then we're going to sit down, 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 down. Sitting bones down. And then come right down to sit. And you can just meet me sitting cross-legged. So we're sit cross-legged for a moment. Sit up really tall. Start to reach your arms forward and squeeze your knees in. Uncross, flex your feet. Thumbs up. So we're going to pull the belly in. Turn your palms up. Open your heels. Touch. Bring your heels in. Touch. Open your heels and hands. Touch. Bring your heels all the way in. Little touch. So keep going like that. Open. Little touch. And in. Touch. Open. Lift your chest. And in. Good. Try to use your lower belly. And in. Good. And open. 3. And in. And open. 2. And in. And open. 1. And in. Good. And open. Heels out. Lean forward. With the heels out, start to lean forward, coming into Upavista. Rock a little bit from sitting bone to sitting bone. Good. Couple moments there. That little stretch. Walk your hands to the right foot. Left hand comes to the outer right foot. Try to grab that foot or ankle. Slide your right hand around, little bind. Look at your right hip. And you're going to inhale to puff your belly out. Exhale to really carve that belly into the spine. Moving into the fold. Doing good. And then come on up. Turn, look at your left. Wrap the right rib toward the left rib. Reach for the toes. Or just framing that leg, that anywhere toward the shin. Good. And then reach your right hand to the outer left foot and slide that left hand around if that's available. You could always just stay with hands framing that leg if you need to. And start to fold. And we inhale. Lift your chest a little. Then exhale, carve that belly in and fold. Couple breaths. Drop the tail, come on up. And then reach your arms forward, start to lift your heels, start to lift your knees, lift your feet and zip your feet together. Palms up. We're going to inhale and then exhale, start to press forward, belly in, come all the way down. Find yourself on the back. Take your hands on your belly. Feel the inhale expand your belly. When you exhale, empty out. Feel the hands coming in toward the spine. Releasing all the tension of the belly. We're going to hug the knees in for a gentle squeeze. And finish this practice with a full happy baby pose, reaching for the outer feet or ankles. Soles of feet face the sky. We can rock a little bit and massage your back on the ground. Good. And then release your feet to the floor, extend your legs out, reach your arms overhead and take a full stretch. Stretching through the belly, big full inhale. Exhale, release your arms down, and we find restorative shavasana, palms facing up. Let the bowl of the pelvis be very watery, soft, and fluid. And relax your jaw. Relax all the way out through all the cells of the body, through all the joints of the body. We relax. Let the thigh bones rest down and down toward the earth. Take a moment to cultivate gratitude for anything at all. Finding gratitude for anything at all you have to be grateful for today. And with your hands on your belly, thanking your core and your health, knowing that you are strong and you are healthy. And stretch the arms overhead, take a big reset, like you're hitting the restart button, and we'll roll to either side that feels natural today to rest with the head and the crook of the arm, letting go of anything you want to release on the ground with an exhale. And very slowly and gradually moving on up to sit. And we're coming up again. I'm going to sit today actually in my hero pose with feet flat. I'm going to sit on the heels. You sit in any comfortable seat that works for you to sit really tall. Shoulders relax. Reach your arms out and up, big full inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center and bring your hands to interlace in front of the belly, honoring the stability of your body. I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you for practicing with me. I really appreciate it. And please like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment if you enjoyed this practice. And I'm always open for requests, suggestions. See you next time. Take care. Keep it up.